Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to do a tutorial about getting the Mechanocat laser pointer. Now, if you're not familiar with that, it is a mount that you yourself can make after you drop in the beloved area of Mechagon. And I say beloved very lightly. Now, in some of the blogs online, there is a lot of confusion who to talk to and where to look for specific items. And because I have already made my mount, um, I'm going to share with you what I found. It's going to be short, sweet, and to the point. So, after you finish the quest to get into Mechagon, it's going to spit you out into this new area, and you're going to hopefully start where I started, which is Rust Bolt. And you are going to pick up several different quests, but one in particular is from a goblin named Pascal. He is going to talk to you about some different things in the tinkering department with his robot, and you're going to pick up a few quests from him. And while you do quests um, for the different people in that area, you're going to pick up spare parts and energy cells, and you need to hold on to both of those like your life depend on it. You're also going to find blueprints that will be useful in fulfilling some of the quests that you find around there. But, of course, the number one thing that you are working towards in that area is to get the Mechanocat laser pointer. And you are going to need to go and get the blueprint for that. And you can find that blueprint with a goblin called Cork Shutterguard. What a name, right? And he is located inside the gate and to the right inside of Bondo's yard. And that is a very important area because there is another goblin chick that you're going to need to look for later on. So, Pascal will tell you to go to the quick charge twins to get your empty energy cells charged, but they don't actually charge them there. Once you do some other quests, it will lead you into a quest that has to do with the quick charge twins. They want you to go and find their sister. After you go and find their sister, that opens up kind of like another area, and you get new NPCs, and that will actually lead you to the person that will charge those empty cells for you. And her name is Flux. She is also found in Bondo's yard, place again. And she's pretty easy to find. I'll show you on the map, but in case you forget, if you look at your map where it says Bondo's yard right below the S, there is a building that's in the shape of a diamond. And inside of that is another diamond. And it's the only house that looks like that on that entire side of the map. And she is right there in the vicinity of that one building. Super easy to find, and she usually has a ton of people around her. But there's always a catch with the goblins. You're not going to be able to charge your cells for free. She'll let you do it free the first time, but then after that, she's going to charge you 250 spare parts to charge up the rest of those cells. And you're going to need to hold on to them. Now that you find all these important people, you need to remember where she is so that as you find those empty energy cells, you can go and get them charged up. And it's going to be kind of a frustrating process because you don't want to spend any of your spare parts on anything else, but then you have to do it to go get your cells charged and stuff like that. Work on that stuff first. Anything that you have to use those spare parts on, get that stuff first because as you get those spare parts, you will open up other blueprints. So check back with Pascal, um, check in with him periodically with his little robot guy and see if you opened up any more. So there is a more difficult endeavor with this, and that is the spare crates. And I, you can run around and break open all of the crates that you find scattered all over the map, but those little random crates aren't what you're looking for. Um, you're going to need to collect 250 spare parts to receive the blueprint to make spare crates. And you're going to need a lot of spare parts to make these crates because it takes 250 to make one and you need 8 of them. And so that's going to be a total of 2,000 spare parts to make just the crates by themselves. So that's quite a bit of grinding right there, but I did it in 2 days, so it's obviously not that hard. Um, Especially if you know the right places to go, and I will name my favorite places to farm on here too. Um, so now that you know how to get the spare crates, we can go on to the real humdinger of this entire thing, where the real confusion comes in, is the chain igniter coil, the most hatred piece of this entire thing. You can just farm the bosses and pray that you get them, but you will find a blueprint to make them. You could go and do the quests and be a little bit more patient, and you will find a blueprint that allows you just to make them. And they usually drop blueprints if you have the right items to make that. That's how the crate works, and I'm pretty sure that's how the uh, igniter coil works, where if you have enough of that item, you go back to the robot and all of a sudden it's just there. It's a little bit frustrating. I know because I can't exactly remember which blueprints I actually picked up off of bosses and whatnot, and which one just kind of they give to you. But just be patient with that whole igniter coil thing. You will get it. Just do the quests. After you get the blueprints for the galvanic oscillator, the energy cell, and the spare crate, it should give you the blueprint to make the chain igniter coil because those are the three things that you need to even make it. So I'm pretty sure that if you have a bunch of those, you're going to be right there in the ballpark to get it. And that's literally all that you need. Now, as far as areas go, Junkwat Depot is the place that everyone should go because the gnomes there are completely mechanical. There are floating crates there with them that are going to drop spare parts anyway, but the gnomes will drop anywhere between 4 to 5 spare parts a piece, and the crates drop between 4 to 8 parts. The dogs in the area can drop anywhere between 2 to 4, but if you just try to kill regular enemies, you're only going to get two here, and two there. So they're not really worth your time, unless you're doing the quests and, doing that. But definitely mine the gnomes. They are so worth it. You will get parts like you would not believe. Now, you are going to have the opportunity to paint your mount once you have made it. and I wasn't 100% sure where you even find the paint because they're just like, hey, if you find it, bring it back here and we'll fix it up for you. The little treasure chests that you find hidden everywhere on the map. You will pick up several daily quests that have you actually go out and look for those and collect them, and you can get spare parts. And apparently, today I found out that you can also find paint in them. Like, I found the red paint, so I'm thinking that that's probably how you find the blue and the green and, you know, whatever. So I hope that this tutorial was helpful to somebody and kind of cleared up the confusion on this whole thing. If you follow this, it should only take you 2 days to get your cat done. And I mean, I don't have a whole lot of time to be on my computer playing WoW anyway. It's just kind of to pass the time. But I mean, 2 days, a couple of hours grinding it out in just those areas, you should be set. So, if this was helpful to you and you would like to see more videos like this, leave me a like. If you're new, definitely subscribe. It helps the channel. And I will see you all in my next video.